Good morning, Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me again today. Today's a beautiful day. I hope your week's been going great and things are just going to be excellent for you today. I really enjoy the opportunity to be able to sit out here in my backyard and record these every day and share my thoughts with you guys. And I truly love the feedback. So please leave me some comments. I love hearing, especially when it's something that you've taken from this and it's made an impact or you've applied it or something like that, but thank you. And yeah, I just love sitting here in my backyard. You can hear all the birds and the water and everything. It's something I really enjoy. So thank you for being with me. I'm sitting here right now and right in front of me, I've got a hummingbird zipping around. So it's really something I love doing. So thanks for being a part of this. Today what I want to talk about is I was out this morning for my jog and I was listening to a book that I haven't listened to in a long time, and it's The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. If you've never heard it, I suggest you get it. You can even just go online, search The Strangest Secret PDF, and you can get a free copy of it, but it's definitely worth it. But the thing that he talks about in there that I want to just touch on is he says success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. He gives the example, he says, a teacher who is teaching because that's what she wants to do is a success. An entrepreneur that has started a business because that's what they want to do, they're a success. And it got me thinking about the book Fish. I believe it was Fish, but it was one of the books that I taught the principles that with my staff when I was in the banking industry. And the thought that, what are you doing for your employment? Where do you work? What are you doing? And how much are you enjoying that? Because you spend more time doing that than you do with your loved ones, than you do with anything else. You're spending so much of your life doing that. So make sure that you're doing something you love, something you enjoy, something you wake up and you're not dreading going to work and doing those things. And he talks about, the opposite of courage in our society isn't cowardice. And that actually, he quoted that, it came from Man's Search for Himself book. But what he says is that it's not cowardice, that it's conformity. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people is they conform. They got a job and maybe they got a promotion and it was kind of like, I hate this job, but it's paying well. I can't pass it up now because I've got this promotion and it started paying better, those sort of things. But if it's not what you're loving, if it's not what you want to do in life, you need to make some changes. And maybe it's changes within that company. Maybe it's a completely different career. And I don't care how old you are. You can make the changes. You can do things differently. But the most important thing is don't conform. Do the things you want to do. But so many people just settle in, conform, because they don't have their goals. They don't have their dreams set up or a map on how they're going to achieve it. They might have goals, but they're like, that's not going to be realistic. How am I going to achieve that? So what I want you to do, I've talked about this before as well, is it's free. Go to jeffhaggie.com, get my Momentum series. It's going to teach you how to figure out what your real goals are. It's going to figure out how to create the path that you know how to get there. And most importantly, in the third video, it'll teach you to figure out what your why is behind each of those goals so that you have the motivation and drive to follow through and make sure you achieve those goals. So if you're ready to make a change in your life, go do that, because don't settle. Don't settle with conformity. Don't settle with what you've been doing just because that's how things have been. Set a goal and make some changes in your life. Now, the other thing is I've talked a lot about the mindset questions that we need to ask ourselves on a daily basis, in the morning and in the evening. And to read more about that, you can go to my book, Fear to Fuel, the ebook that you can get at jeffhaggie.com for free. But I've never written an article about it before. I posted one this morning. So if you want to go to jeffhaggie.com and read the article, it's called Mindset Questions, The Real Secret to Success. It'll talk about that, and it'll actually have a link to the questions that I've talked about as well. So these are things that I hope that can help you, that will help you so you don't just conform. It'll help you want to achieve your goals, it'll help you dream bigger, and it'll help you achieve those goals and get there. And, for any of you that have done any of these things, whether it's through the way I've taught or someone else, leave some comments, encourage others. Let's get everyone in the momentum of moving forward. There's, especially right now with the pandemic, so many people are just sitting back, conforming and waiting for direction on what they need to do. Now is the time to start acting. Now is the time to work on your personal development and set your goals and start working towards those goals, because you're the one that's in control of your life. You know, the government might shut things down, but they don't have the power to direct what you're going to do with your goals and dreams and how you're going to move forward. So unless you're willing to conform and just sit back and be dictated to, set some goals. Get out there and go achieve them and find success and happiness that's going to bring you true joy in your life. So hopefully that's helpful. Love talking to you guys in the morning. Hummingbird's still zipping around here. So thanks for being with me, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. See ya.